Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for January 25th through the 31st of 2026. So before we dive in, I want to remind you again about our Sacred Crafts Night happening on Wednesday, February 11th, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. This will be a live Zoom, and I need you to register as early as possible because there is a starter kit with a lot of goodies to help you with your crafting that I'd like to get in the mail to you. So register sooner than later and join us if you can to get creative. We're going to use the February 1st Gate of Power event to go over the energetic support that will feed into our crafting. So these two events in early February are going to be linked and powerful. So join us if you can. Our week kicks off on Monday the 26th with Neptune direct re-entering Aries. So this is it. Neptune is done with Pisces, done, 165 years done, and has permanently moved on into Aries. This energy is helping the spiritual warrior archetype to be born anew. You are being called to rise, to own your power, and stand in the truth of your own journey by being proactive on your own behalf, making new choices, and choosing new actions. You are learning to stand up for yourself and what you believe in without apology. This archetype does not waste energy on the frivolous. Hopefully, you have already let go of draining relationships, refined your sense of self over time, and cleared blockages on your path so that you could set your life up to be protected, sovereign, and fulfilling. It is vital that you develop your sensitivities, hone your psychic abilities, and cultivate a relationship with your spirit team in order to navigate this year and the foreseeable future. Now, due to the social collective breakdown, you can break through and honor your own nature, respect others, and follow your instincts about what is right for you, and still be in service to others on some level. So Neptune in Aries is a huge deal. There is an article post that I've done that has an audio version of it. It's on my podcast channel and the YouTube video of Neptune in Aries. There's actually, when you go to the post, which I've linked here in the blog, there'll be 3 full replays of where we talked about Neptune entering Aries and what that means on different levels. So you have plenty to dive into to help you with what is just the beginning of 14 years of Neptune moving through Aries, dissolving things in our Aries house, bringing imagination to our Aries house, connecting us with spirits. It's powerful, but you might want to go check out the post for the details. So I've linked it in here. This is just the week it finally re-enters Aries and keeps on trucking. Now, Tuesday the 27th, Mars conjuncts Pluto. Like I said, everyone else has done it, so here comes Mars. This is an exceptionally potent activation capable of producing magical results when channeled effectively. However, if the ego becomes the driving force, tragic outcomes are actually possible. Positioned in Aquarius, it is time to break free from the old ways of making our choices or taking certain actions. We need to do all of that in a new and different way going forward. Mars and Pluto activate the interplay between lower will and higher will, synergistically enhancing each other's strength and potency. If you possess self-awareness and clarity about your objectives, this energy has the potential to propel you to new heights, providing boundless energy, power, and determination to achieve your goals. However, almost any form of restriction may trigger anger and frustration. To navigate this, anticipate limitations and activate your inner critical creative thinker. While you might encounter certain constraints, it is essential not to let your ego or insistence on having your way obstruct the blessings of this initiation. Whenever Pluto is in the picture, complete transformation is in progress. So embrace it. Clearly articulate your desires, commit to releasing any blockages, and own your personal power in a positive way. Avoid adopting a victim mentality as it may attract those very circumstances to you. I would like to say that Mars has a 2-year cycle, so starting this year, as Pluto enters Aquarius, we will all get to go through this repeated cleansing and renewing of the sacred masculine every 2 years, 11 times over. With these initiations in Aquarius, we will renew our love for humanity and being the communal creatures that we are. It is toxic patriarchal conditioning that tells you to go it alone. So we've been learning to be responsible for ourselves, our own thoughts, feelings, and actions, and yet part of a cohesive community. Now we're going to see, more glaringly than ever, how we truly affect each other even when we are far apart, because we are one species sharing one water, one air, and one earth. All life is connected, and if we are the quote-unquote intelligent species we think we are, then it's time for the modern steward of the earth to be born. What will be your unique contribution to this? Deep breath. So I've listed the dates that Mars and Pluto hook up, and the degrees for that matter, 11 times over in 20 years. So if any of those degrees in Aquarius are relevant to you personally, or if anything is within 3 degrees of these degrees, then all of this will be very personal, and it will hit you in your Aquarius, Leo, and Taurus, Scorpio departments. Like by default, all 4 will be activated. So this is a potent one to co-create with and pay attention to as it unfolds over the years to come. Now we move to Thursday the 29th, when Mercury will conjunct Venus, activating a new cycle there. Now what's interesting here is that because of Mercury's retrograde slowing down, it's kind of caught up with Venus in both Aquarius, and it'll hit it again in Pisces as they move along in January and February. So this is a powerful 2-parter. This energy invites you to perceive the underlying harmony or cohesive thread weaving through the tapestry of your life, encompassing its diverse experiences across time. It heralds a fresh perspective on communication, self-expression, and the worth of your ideas, thoughts, concepts, and creative projects. You may find yourself articulating long-held ideas with newfound clarity, perhaps even expressing affection or emotions in profound ways. It is a fertile period for your inner artist, where creativity flows unbounded, allowing for innovative expressions that you have yet to explore. Embrace the freedom of imagination, exploring ideas without fixating on outcomes. While delving into these connections and revelations, resist the urge to overanalyze. Instead, relish the depth that they offer, fostering personal growth and a deeper comprehension of life's unfolding magic, customized for your own level of consciousness. Recognize the purpose within past challenges and acknowledge your journey toward personal self-mastery. Embrace this moment to cultivate fresh thought patterns that imbue your life with greater beauty and a deeper sense of peace and harmony. Deep breath. So that clarity and ideas comes together with Venus, creativity and love. We're going to do this in both the Aquarius departments and our Pisces departments in the next 2 months. So that is pretty delicious. And I remind you, since this was so short and sweet, we're looking at 1, 2 activations and an ingress compared to last week, which was super long. So if you have to, go back to last week and recognize that all those energies are still potent and carrying you along. But a lot of times when so much consolidates into 1 week, it obviously makes the following week a little lighter. So we get a breather, and let's enjoy that. And I hope you will join us when and where you can. Reach out directly when you need to. I've been creating these new readings. You can check out the readings page. I want to focus on readings a little more than classes in the first 6 months of the year, although I have scheduled my Astro 101 class, which I do every year, for March, April. So put that on your radar a little early as well. And I hope you have a fantastic week. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.